Well, Dean Smith is away and Joburg later. We're all going to be shouting for All Systems Go and Danish Dynamite. But Francie is left holding the fort and it's always super to catch up with him. We're going to be chatting a little bit about the Smith runners for Tuesday next week. Now they'll get started in race 1 with Omnia, who'll be making her local debut. She relocates from KZN. And Priceless Treasure. Now if you pick up a computer form, you can see exactly how consistent she is. And Francie, it'd be wonderful if that could be rewarded.
Yeah, no, good morning. Well, let's almost start with Priceless Stage. I mean, like you said now, her form speaks for itself. Very, very honest. Let's hope she can get it right one of these days. But I mean, in the meantime, she's paying her way. So, lovely filly to own. Omnia is doing very well back home. She's had 2 decent runs on the poly in Durban.
Yes.
So, if she brings her work to home, Nates, I think we can expect a decent run.
We move to race 2, World Soprano. He showed good improvement last time out, and this despite a saddle slip. He'll be joined by Gimme the Gold, who's another making a local debut, and he'll enjoy pole position draw.
Yeah, Nates, World Soprano. Shame everything went wrong last time. He actually got cut into as well, and still managed to run second. Nates is in a really, really good space, this horse. I can't see him not being in the money. Really working well. Gimme Gold, Nates. We want to see where we are with him. I think he's going to need this outing. He might just surprise us. He might surprise us. We have taken him on the poly. He has seen the poly. But we don't really know what to expect. Let's see what he brings.
Jumbo Sana is next up in race 3. Now she carries top weight here, but she's definitely better than her last run, and she is super on the poly surface.
Yeah, Nates, it's a little bit short of her best distance, I think. The 12, Nates, always, I mean, it's one of those fillies as well. You leave her out on your own accord, She's doing well back home. Nates, also, you can't leave her out of your place accumulators or anything.
3 runners moving on to race 4. Here we will see all of Montalina, Fiery Countess and Ndebe Maibuye race freshened up off short breaks, and all of them are better than their recent form.
Yeah, exactly like you said. Nates, all 3 of them have had nice little breaks now.
Yeah.
And trust me, you can see they've had their breaks. Montalina's got a nice little tummy now. But so, she's going to definitely need the run. Yeah. But I mean, just on pure ability, Nates, and she can also be there. Fiery Countess, Nates flying back home. She's really doing well. Expecting a very decent run from her. Same with the Hollywood filly and Ndebe, Nates. Also doing really, really well. I think she enjoyed this break. They're all coming out fresh. Nates, if you can afford it, don't leave these 3 girls out.
Another 3 runners as we move to race 5. Galileo Star. He had plenty of excuses for his last, possibly at very best on poly. No matter what the case, expect better from him. Chocolate Bomb, on the other hand, has not missed a beat. He's won all 3 of his local starts. He's done so very well. Weight now becomes an issue, but that's not to say it'll stop him because he just keeps on improving. And finally, Adea joining them, loves the poly and track and trip.
Yeah, Nates, Galileo, exactly like you said, didn't enjoy the surface last time for some unknown reason. And Louis also said, let's rather just keep him on the poly.
Yeah.
Nates, we know he's got tons of ability. We've always rated him quite a bit. Got a bit of weight to carry, but he's a big, strong boy. I don't think it's going to bother him too much. Expecting a very good run from him. Chocolate Bomb, 4 in a row. Can he do it? I can't see why not. Like you say, he's up in class a bit. Nates, but every time he wins, just like you said as well, just that little bit better every time. So, between these 2 boys, Nates, it's going to be a nice fight out. Hopefully, and maybe an exacta, who knows. But anyway, and Adea, Nates, he's also had a slight little break that we've given him. Lightweight, also up in class. With that weight alone, I think he can also be there and thereabout.
We move on to race 6, another 3 runners here. Supreme Judge, I think that we can expect better than his last run. He is a horse that has ability, and we will see him in the action. Donny's Boy could find the mile possibly a touch sharp, but he will be doing his best work late, and he does have pole position draw advantage. And finally, Silent Trigger, he's done nothing but improve in all of his recent starts. Last time out, a very competitive third behind a decent sort in the way of Porphyrio.
Yeah, nice. Let's start with Silent. I mean, how desperately unlucky was he last time? And, you know, that form has actually held up very well. Knights, he's an old man. He doesn't think so, though. He definitely doesn't think he is 7. So, yeah, Knights, I'm expecting a huge run from him. Donny, like you said, coming back down to the 1600. Dino did put the chick pieces on him to try and sharpen him up. Got a lovely draw. He was also, Knights last time, he hit the front and it looked like he was going to really just run past them. And the 2000 just found him out. So maybe the mile could be...
Could work,
yeah, no, it could definitely be. Supreme Knights, also we got everything on him this time, you know, just to try and see if we can calm him down. Earmuffs, the works, we've got it on. He's got tons of ability, this horse. He's just his own worst enemy at races. If we can keep him nice and calm, going down to the start and everything, Knights, he'll have a good account of himself.
A Bit Chilly is next up in race 7. Now, this fellow is always about the action.
Nice, A Bit Chilly, yeah. He's last time in that mile, when he dropped down to the 1600, honestly, I said, oh, gosh, you know. And it was a pretty decent field that he ran in. And he still held his own. Now he's back over his type of trip. Knights, you can't leave him out of anything. He will be there.
And finally, Blackberry Breeze in race 8, also a horse that's always never far back, and a horse that you always have to include in quartets.
He's gonna get it right one of these days. He's definitely gonna get it right. You know, Knights, I wish we could have a 1,850 meter race, because I think that's more or less his distance. The mile is just a bit sharp. The 2,000 just finds him out that last little bit. Got Craig back on him now. Like I said, Knights, he's gonna get it right one of these days. You leave him out to Johanna Court.
He always gives a good account of himself, and he should be in the fray again. Great to chat to Francie, and a great thank you to him for his comments.